Hello, welcome to another session, Art and Craft with Akanksha. Before starting the session today, I'm going to talk about this little girl called Soha. Never used to believe in her skills and techniques that she learned and acquired at school. And she also always believed that things are very difficult to do. But you know what happened to her one day? She went to a park with her dog for the evening walk as usual. She was sitting there and all of a sudden it started drizzling. And as she was trying to hide herself and keep herself safe from the drizzle that was happening, she stumbled upon an old tree. She saw a doorway, and you know what she did? She went through the doorway. She saw a world so full of beauty. It was just a most unique world she's ever seen in her life. There were things that were beyond possible. It was like the fish could fly and the birds were swimming, and everything around her that was impossible was possible. And she met somebody, flower as big as her, or maybe twice as big as her, looked down upon her. It looked as if it was trying to talk to her. And as she looked at it, she got scared and stunned all of a sudden. Then the flower said, "Why don't you believe in yourself?" To which the girl replied, "What if things go wrong?" The flower said, "What if the things go right?" Soha was an inquisitive child. She immediately asked the flower a question. "What if I fail and fall hard? What if I don't succeed?" To which the flower replied, "Oh darling, what if you fly and you achieve everything that you dream about?" All I wanted to say is that we should always believe in our capacities and capabilities. We are so skilled as we learn so well at school that we will be able to achieve whatever we think about. Always try, and you will always succeed. And I always used to imagine up and build stories on the fact that what if I had wings and I could fly to another mountain or a land where people were candies or my imagination has always been to the most impossible things in the world. Today's session, I'm going to try to teach you how to make wings, and you can create wings. I'm going to teach you a basic skill and structure how to create a wing, and it totally depends on you how you take it forward. You can even have a phoenix's wings. You can create phoenix's wings or dragon wings. But today what I'm going to create is a simple bird wing, and which you can wear on your hand and like enact in dramas, and you can tell a story while wearing them. You can create your own characters and they might just come to life one day. We're going to recycle some old cloth. I hope that you have scraps at home, old cloth, and guys, if you do not have that, it's okay, you can use paper. So today I'm going to use an old kurta, my mom's old kurta, and I'm going to convert this kurta into wings. And you can even use cloth which your parents don't need, so they can also be new if you want to, but only if they give you permission for that. So what I have done is I've taken an old cloth. I'll be needing a pair of scissors. I'll be needing some Fevicol. See, I bought new Fevicol now. And I also cut a piece of cloth from a pretty sari. It's yellow. I'm using these two colors differently. See, there is one is blue and the other one is yellow. Because these colors are contrasting colors. They contrast on each other. So when I'm going to create this wing, the colors will be contrasting, and so let's learn how to do that. So first I'm going to take this cloth, put it on my table nicely, neatly. I'm going to mark it. I'm going to show how you can also mark so that it's very easy for you to cut it out and give it a shape. So this is a basic structure, guys. You can go for any structure that you want. It can be any shape. It can be of any length. It can be as wide as your arm, or it can be as small as till your elbow. So it's totally your choice how you want to take it forward. For today, I'm going to make a pair of wing, which is going to start from here and it's going to end here. And for both my hands, I'm going to create the wing. So let's work on it now. So first step is folding the kurta so I can achieve a square piece out of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the top portion and keep the portion that's below over here. And yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to use a color pencil. Let's see how it works out. But if you have a crayon at home or chalks at home, that'll do wonders. Color. Now what I'm going to do is make a line over here. How big I want it. First I'm going to measure it. So if I start from here, I probably will end here. So I basically need this much piece of cloth. And there's another way you can measure it. You can measure it with a ruler or a scale, and that will be really helpful. You can see this white line that I've tried to create, and I can see it really nicely. So this white line, I'm going to now take a pair of scissors and cut it. So now what we're going to do is you're going to take the other end and take this end and try to create a triangle, like how you wear a bandana on your head, like, you know, this bandana kind of thing. So you create a triangle. Now that you've created a triangle, you can create an even smaller triangle like this. You just have to fold it. Now that you've got this bit, we are going to create a semicircular wheel, like a circlish end we are going to get this. So I've created a yellow line, very light. So if you need help from your parents or any elder that's present at home, you can do that. Just ask them to help you create a line, or maybe use a pair of scissors. So yeah, now I'm going to cut this. See. So now we've got this. Create a story, even your UOIs, your literacy unit, when you're creating a story of your own, you can use these to narrate the story. Imagine how it'll be so impactful when you're doing that. You can have a small story session with your parents at home. You can create an imaginative character and, you know, have a whole movie thing going on in your home. You can record it and put it online. It'll be so much fun to see you create all these props. So creating props is always very entertaining and interesting. Ta-da! But now the part comes when we need to make really beautiful feathers to our wings, and the feathers can be of any kind that you want at home. You can use feathers, you can use beads, you can use the technique of coiling threads. You can even bead this, stick beads and sequins all over this. But today, how I'm going to decorate this, I'm going to take this piece of cloth, I'm going to cut out little bumps on this, a lot of bumps, and then I'm going to stick them in a way that the layer of blue shows as well as the layer of yellow that will show. So I'm going to beautify this now. Let's see what happens. So I've cut this really pretty piece of cloth from one of my mom's saris because she never wanted to use them, and it's been like 25 years old and she had kept it in a safe, like the cupboard. So she never wanted to use it. So I'm making a lot of other things out of this sari. But it was actually a lot it was eaten by the worms, and so she never wanted it. So I asked her and she said, okay, you can have it. So now that's it. So I cut this piece out. Now I'm going to fold it in many layers. Even you can use this like a flimsy cloth for your wings too. I chose the blue one because I wanted to have a thick layer below. The cloth you can see is a little thicker. This is a little flimsy, and I wanted to give those feathery effect through this flimsy cloth. That's why I'm using this. I'm going to fold it 2 times. I'm going to take a marker now. See what I'm going to do with the marker. I'm going to create those little bumps. It's basically the shape of U. You've seen the shape of U. See, I've just made a simple U. And I'm going to cut these out in different layers. So this is my first layer, in which there are 4 or 5 pieces. I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to throw this away. I'm going to keep it. And these little pieces too. See, I've got so many different cutouts. They're of all different sizes, and because even all the feathers of a bird are never of the same size. They're always of different sizes. Yeah, I think. My next step is I'm going to keep this on the table. And I'm going to start arranging the way I want to put my little bumps on the wings. Now is also a good time to start gluing the pieces together. I'm using a Fevicol as I do not have a fabric glue, but if you have a fabric glue at home, you can use it. Because if you use fabric glue, you can actually wash this piece. But if you use Fevicol, then you cannot. And for paper, you should always use Fevicol. You see, while I'm creating this, there's a layer of blue that I can see underneath. This is a process of layering that I'm using because this. I'm going to cut the same shape or maybe a different shape I want to. To add the final touches to this wing that I've tried to create, see, I have to let it dry first, and I have a few more things to go before I finish this. I'm going to cut out little circles and squares, and I'm going to design the yellow portion because I feel that it's a little incomplete and I want to give it a more beautiful look. See, this is how it looks in the end, and now we have to let it dry. So when it dries, I can wear it, and then we have to attach a few strings to it, and yes. So now we're going to repeat the same thing for the other part of the wing, And I would also like to add that if you want, you can create both the wings differently, and if you want, you can create both the wings in the same manner. It is your choice. You're free to imagine. Maybe you can imagine a bird who has two different kind of feathers. Why not? But in my case, I'm imagining that it has the same feathers, so I'm going to create the same thing. I hope you enjoyed the session, and now I'm going to show you how the final piece looks. You can wear it, you can narrate stories, you can imagine characters of unbelievable strengths. I know it's going to be a lot of fun. Just be fearless and be creative. Use your imagination and be confident that you can do this. I also love to see your artworks going up on Seesaw, to see these variety of wings. Imagine if you all create so many wings, how many wings there will be to fly. Now I'm going to attach pieces of string. I'm going to pierce hole at the edges and attach pieces of string so that you can tie it up really conveniently at this end and at this. And then I'm going to wear my wings and show you how it looks. I'm going to create holes, one at this edge and the other at this edge. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to take a pair of scissors. I'm going to fold this portion and give it a cut. Will be the part where you'll tie it on your wrist. This will be behind.